5'10" freshman. Bailey Sides is a 6-foot junior, the point guard that makes everything run. The hot scoring man is Eric Loya, 6'2", junior. He leads the team in scoring. And rounding out that starting lineup is the 6'2" sophomore, Foster Brands. Here's Mackley, going to get tied up and pulled out of there by Cox to start this one. Off to Tallheim, now to Sides. Nobody's guarding Loya, and you can't do that because he will fire the three. This one's going to be long. Brands with the offensive rebound goes crawling out. Theron Cox, though, picks up the offensive rebound on the second opportunity, scores it, gets the harm, and he will go to the line.
Great job by Northern Valley coming out of the gates and already crashing the boards on the offensive end twice that time. And like we've talked about the last couple of games and in the games even tonight, if you can win that offensive glass battle, you're going to be sitting pretty good at the end of the game, more than likely.
So Theron Cox, we've been waiting for him to have an offensive explosion. He gets a lot of attempts at the rim. His shot maybe a lower percentage than what I'd anticipate. Maybe tonight is his night. Quickly to there is Purvis. That one's going to be no good. Rebounded by his brother, and he will go to the line. So Mac Purvis in there with the first one, and Lane Purvis cleans him up. He's going to go to the line for to shoot two. First foul in there on Northern Valley. And that foul went against who? Who'd they give it to?
They gave that one to Theron Cox.
Yep, Theron Cox. There it is.
Yep.
So Theron's first. The first one by Purvis is missed. Second one is good.
Northern Valley looks to push the ball up the court pretty aggressively, pretty quick.
Tallheim to Loya. To the rim, gets one up and just goes begging. Kind of a tough shot there by Loya. Got his legs twisted up there a little bit. It's Shim, and here's Mackley. Back
great
door.
Pass.
He's
he
going to get
quite
called
do
for the
something
travel. Yeah, he didn't know where he was at. That was Shim.
That was a great pass, though, by Mackley from the top.
Zach Shim kind of smiled at it going, how in the world did you get that pass in there to me in the first place?
I think it surprised him a little bit, which is probably what led to that double dribble.
So far, Mackley showing his skill out there on the side, trying to – it's going to be a fun matchup here with the guards. It looks like they're in a 1-3-1 defense against Northern Valley. I don't know if Northern Valley's faced a 1-3-1 defense. Mackley reaches around, pokes this one away. Shim grabs it now over to Purvis. Big Mac here is going to get it robbed out of there by Bailey Sides. He's going to go up and in for the rebound. I thought that ball was going to get out of there, but Sides put it in.
And Mackley's going to charge up the court here and try to beat this press with his own willpower, and he does. So he looks to set up this Weskan offense and get something going for him.
Shim going to fire a long three. No good. Rebound and control by Brands. Now to Sides.
Pretty fast-paced ball game so far. If this is going to be the way this goes, it might be, who has the better depth players? Who's going to come in with the sixth man that can make the difference?
Good offensive rebound by Tallheim. Loya's going to fire the long jumper. No good. This one's going to be out of bounds. It'll go over to Weskan.
And since we got started a little later on the broadcast, do you want to talk about these two teams and how this matchup we think is going to pan out tonight?
Both these teams come in with about a 3-6 record. I can't remember if Northern Valley's 3-7 or 3-6, but Northern Valley's
3-7, I believe.
Won 3 in a row by the blowout fashion here lately.
Yeah,
they've got there it is. The defense has been stringing it right into the offensive side. Loya back to it, but Mackley, whoo! What fast hands! It's going to be a fun night because fun guards are going to go at each other all night. Mackley with a nice little floater going to be no good. Tallheim has position over Purvis, and he'll get the foul. But 3 wins by each one of these teams coming into this, as Northern Valley's been extremely hot. I got to talk to Coach Sumners about his team, and he was excited about the way they just got done playing here and thought that this game was going to be a great matchup for his team and figure out how it was going to work out. Would love to preview it here a little bit. Tallheim in the corner now to Sides. He's open for a 3, fires away. Splash!
Yeah, and if Bailey Sides has a hot game, man, he can make all the difference there up top.
Give a quick 5 over there to Sides. This one goes through Shim's hands as Mac was trying. Early start here. Clay Preston quickly into this one as Loya sits, and so is Colton Bailey as Cox sits. Tallheim open in the corner, and he'll knock the three-pointer down. I think the Skittles were a bad idea, buddy. I got my tongue all twisted up here as Mackley goes around the shim screen. He's caught in the corner. Tallheim's all over
Yeah,
it.
he's calling for help down there.
Mac Purvis hard to the rim, going to come up short, controlled by Bailey.
That's what Bailey does best, isn't it?
2 on 2 as Tallheim goes to the rack. Going to go all the way to the corner to Clay Preston. Kind of dances around that right foot. Didn't know he had it in him. He's got this 3 in him. Thought about it, re-aimed for it, and he nailed it.
I'm impressed that he still made that after second-guessing himself on that one. I thought he was trying to dish the ball instead of taking the shot and almost passed it up. I'm glad he didn't.
Northern Valley's got 3 players already in the game with a three-pointer. Sides gets his hand in here on this one. So it'll stay here with the Coyotes as they'll inbound it into the corner.
Oh, we've got a sub. Looks like
in for the Coyotes
Aldridge.
is Aldridge. And Shim sits. And we also have
Purvis.
Alex is in there. Well, he didn't even – he's coming back out for Purvis now. So we got Purvis, Mackley, Shim, and Aldridge to set for Weskan. Preston sides. Colton Bailey Bailey sides rips this one. It's going to be tripped by Purvis trying to go to the rim. Foul's probably going to be on the floor. Their feet just got tied up there. Not a lot you got to do, but
a little bit of confusion down there. No one knows whose ball it is.
The whistle called. I don't know what. Nobody reported a foul. So how do you put that one in the books?
Someone called a foul, and then someone thought it was. Oh, they called a travel on Bailey's side, so it's going to be Weskan's ball now.
I was going to say nobody went over to the sideline to say who called a foul.
I knew he blew the whistle.
He got his feet taken out from him, and I guess it'll go over. As Mackley will quickly break this one. Goes right at Brands.
Yeah. I thought if they were going to call that one, it would have been on Bailey's sides on the back side, but it looks like they're going to get Foster Brands
on the
for this
front
one.
side.
Yep.
So Foster's first team's first or second.
Regardless, I'm thinking there was a foul on that one.
There was a foul definitely there on that one.
And Mackley's a pretty quick player. He's going to cause some trouble.
Oh, Sides is getting his 3rd steal of the night. Wow, Bailey Sides has had extremely active hands.
Yeah, he has.
So he'll set the offense here for the Huskies. Going against this, it's more of a 3-2 than a 1-3-1. Sides will fire it. Purvis, the big man, Mac, will control the rebound and off to Shim. Nobody picks Shim up. She goes all the way. He's going to travel in there. It was one of those where he didn't think the seas were going to open up like they did.
No, he was kind of trying to wait for the contact to get one up there. And
Zach Shim turns it over now quickly up the floor to Clay Preston.
A little more confusion on the refs end of things. It looks like they were thinking about sending in some more subs, but they just let him play this time out.
What a pass in there by Sides to Colton Bailey. Pump fakes, goes up with the left hand. I think he's scared of Mac Purvis in there, and he should be at the 6'5". And Colton Bailey only 6 foot, but that's the first time I've seen him be intimidated in there. This one's going to be another blocking foul on Brands as Mackley showing his quickness gets to the rim.
Yeah, and like we said on the other end, if you're the post player for the Huskies, you're going to have to deal with Big Mac Purvis all night long. So you're going to have to either, one, go into the body and try to draw some contact and get him in foul trouble, or you're going to have to kick that back out because he's just too tall right there.
The first one for Mackley is no good. Yeah, I just looking here and calling the game here, 14-1 does not feel like the correct score here. I feel like Weskan
it should be a lot closer than that.
It feels like a 1-2 possession game here because it's been back and forth.
Weskan
just has not had the ball
they have
go
not
through
taken
the rim.
The lid off of the hoop to start this one.
Loya kind of pushing his way in there. Back to Tallheim, over to Clay Preston in the corner. It's a little too high for him, and he's not going to be able to control that one.
Looked like Kent thought he might have been throwing to Mac Purvis there. He had a 6'5" guy in the corner, but
not Clay Preston.
Preston's not quite 6'5".
Earning a few more minutes this time around.
Yeah.
As he has been playing extremely well in the minutes
really
he's been on the floor, and he got on the floor here right away here tonight.
We're gonna unslick the ball. Might have hit a drink or something over there in the stands.
Have to ask Gerald. He's the only one down there. So in the corner, it's Mac Purvis. Tipped out of there by Cox. Northern Valley's got to press on here, and they get the ball into Young.
Weskan has done a pretty good job of breaking Northern Valley's press, which is what has caused most of these blowout victories the last 3 times out.
Mac Purvis is having a tough time going around Theron Cox on that one. Gets the ball to the rim, but it's going to be just short. Clay Preston inside to Cox, out to Colton Bailey. It's going to be just short. Rebound off of Weskan will stay here with Northern Valley.
Yeah, you would like to see Theron Cox maybe go underneath the hoop and put something up right there, because he's definitely an athletic and long kid.
Tallheim with a great move, gets it to Loya. He's going to go to the rim with pull-up with a jump shot, just going to go short. Mackley, the little guy's going to go. I love how he grabs the rebound.
It does not take him long to get to the other end of the court.
Inside to Lane Purvis, turnaround jump shot over Bailey, and it's going to be no good. Control by Theron Cox, and the Huskies are out on a run and again here with Loya. Skip to Tallheim. You can't leave him open.
No, that's clockwork for him. That's a shot that he works on all the time.
His second 3 of the first quarter for Tallheim.
He's going to get called for the double dribble here. Kind of lost control of it, getting past half court. Just running a little faster than the ball was going, and gets lost with it. And it's going to be the Huskies' ball.
Substitutions back in here for the Huskies as Sides comes back in, as well as Foster Brands sitting over there, Clay Preston and Colton Bailey.
Sarah Gloria looks to try to do something here for the Huskies.
Inside to Theron Cox. He's going to face and try and go at Purvis, but he's going to turn this one over. Foul's going to go against Loya, trying to recover on that one. Smacked Shim upside the head. 14 foul, first on Loya. Into Shim here. Zach Shim.
And Loya's going to get called for the body check there.
Loya picks up 2 quick ones, and I think he's going to go over there and sit next to Coach Sides.
Yeah, and that's going to frustrate him a little bit, as he's a guy that kind of needs time to create sometimes and get cooking, and he just hasn't got it this game.
Speaking of cooking, Hansen had a good junior varsity game. He's a pretty good defender. It's earning him some minutes here in the varsity game here as a freshman. Here's Mackley. Sides is going to have Mackley's going to win this one, goes all the way to the rim but can't get it to convert. And here's Jeremiah Hansen quickly up the court.
The immediate impact.
Nice drop pass into Theron Cox, who tips it over to Brands. Brands puts it in. 19-1 with 1:40 to go here in the first quarter here in Almena. It's been broken up there by Northern Valley. I love the fact that they're staying in this pressure just to kind of speed things up, I believe.
Yeah, and I think that plays, just judging by the score, obviously, it plays into the hands of the Huskies. They've been in a couple track meets this year, and I think they're ready for that. And, Weskan is not backing down from running, but so far, I think if they slowed down and set up an offense, they would benefit from that.
Mackley runs out of room, throws it back to Purvis, fires a long 2-pointer, going to be no good, controlled by Tallheim. 1:19 to go in the first.
And Young is going to pick up Tallheim at the top here, freshman on freshman action in the varsity game, and David Young's going to get the ball on the ground.
David Young had some active hands there in the junior varsity game. For you Weskan fans, they were able to play a junior varsity game for the first time all season here in the boys action. They kind of got beat up by the Northern Valley boys, but it was good to get some action in for some of these younger players, as David Young was one of those kids that was pretty a light in that junior varsity game.
Theron Cox is going to pick up his second foul there, and it's going to be the team's 6th, and we're only in the first quarter, so we could be seeing some free throws from Weskan Coyotes in this half still. As that one's long, but
here's Shim. Now Mackley. Mackley and Sides is a great matchup here. Mackley's going to go to the rim, going to be a little out of control and get called for the offensive foul. And I hope Mackley's all right. He's holding his head here a little bit. He got banged pretty hard in there in between Cox and Hansen. As Theron Cox goes to the bench here.
Looks like he kind of maybe ran into someone's shoulder in a bad way right there. And
he's the key to the engine here for Weskan right now. Can't afford to have him get beat up.
No, you don't, because they don't have a ball handler that quick.
Tallheim going to be short on this one, controlled by Hanson. Quickly out to sides for another open three. Long on this one. Brands to control, up and in with Brands. Foster's got 4 in the first quarter. Down to 15 to go here in the first quarter. Northern Valley with another steal. I think that Sides is 4th in the first quarter with 10 seconds to go. He's calling for a high screen and roll. He's going to have an opportunity to dump inside to Brands. Brands going to fire this one. No good, but there's a foul call. Who's he going to call it on?
Yeah, it's going to be on Kenton Tallheim, I believe.
Tallheim.
And we're going to see the first shots on the one-on-one for Weskan Coyotes.
So with 2.7 to go, Weskan needs some points to get some confidence going into the second quarter. Lane Purvis, the 6'2 junior, to the line.
I think Kenton just kind of got tripped up there and knocked into somebody and got called for the foul.
Team 7th puts him to the bonus. No good as Tallheim will try and fire a three-quarter score. He gets it off, and it's no good. He
support the community event. That's the Glenn and Kristen Brands family. Go.
Back here in the gymnasium here at Alameda, Kansas, is Northern Valley taking on Weskan Coyotes. Good to see Mackley hit back and healthy as he's going to take this one all the way to the rim. Lane Purvis with the offensive rebound, and finally that basket opens up for the Weskan Coyotes.
Yeah, good offensive rebound by him and turning it into 2 points and maybe getting something rolling for the Coyotes because they've had the shot opportunities. They just haven't made them.
Brands with a nice skip pass over there to Bailey Sides, and he knocks down another three. Here's Purvis in the middle. Spin, he'll go all the way to the rim with the left hand up and in. Nice play by Mac Purvis. Inside here, he's trying to go inside out. And Colton Bailey does not have the confidence in trying to go up and over that guy.
I can't say I really blame him, but you wish you'd see him try. I think if he went up strong and into his body, he could probably get a call and shoot some free throws.
Shim in the corner, trying to figure out where to go. He's going to dribble and go to the rim, tries to get back to Mac Purvis.
Would have been cool.
It was a good pass, but Mac White wasn't quite ready for it.
Yeah, they didn't have quite the communication for that one.
Coach Sumner is going to put in Shim and Theron Cox back in for Colton Bailey. I think Sides is going to tell him, you got an opportunity to just turn and score over there. Inside to Cox. He's going to go right at the big man. He's going to draw the foul from Mac Purvis in there, and Theron Cox to the line.
That's what I'm talking about. He's a big man like that is going to swat at you, so you just got to go up strong and draw that contact and make best of your free trip to the line. So
Mac's second foul. Theron's second trip to the line. This one hits front iron and crawls around, keeps him 100%, 2 for 2 from the line so far, as Alex Gallego and Zach Shim check in here for the Coyotes. Cox's second one is also perfect. Give him 5.
I do have to point out Alex Gallego's cool shoes again. We talked about them in JV, the purple ones.
They're nice.
They're nice.
They're real nice.
Sorry I can't zoom in more for you guys.
Mackley draws this foul on Cox. Cox is his third foul. He's going to have to go sit after that.
He has been in a lot of foul trouble as of late.
He does that well.
Yeah.
He fills the stats full of fouls most of the nights.
Yeah, you get 5, and he wants to use all of them.
So Mackley to the line. This could be a spark here for Mackley.
See, he sinks the first one there, and he's going to see if he can make it 2 for 2 at the line.
Have to comment on his shoes as well.
Yeah, they're pretty sweet.
I mean, you're the color guy, so go for it.
Well, we got, kind of the neon going on down there. But even shoes that bright are hard to see. He's moving pretty fast out here on the court.
Northern Valley running a weave, has a wide open shot for Tallheim. Tallheim buries it. Wow, third 3 for Kenton Tallheim early in this one. Northern Valley stays in this 2-2-1 pressure as Mackley's extremely good guard trying to get it over to Shim and does in the corner with a step back. Thought he was going to fire a three. Doesn't. Gets it back to Mackley. Mackley inside to Lane Purvis. Turn, fake, jump over the top of Tallheim, but can't get the bucket to go. And now sides.
I like the idea down there for Weskan, though, because there's a definite advantage down there on the block if you can get that mismatch with Purvis over Kenton Tallheim, because he's got the size and the shot that he can make that work.
Lob inside here to Colton Bailey, make him go get it, and he does.
He got a lot more confidence when 6'5" or 6'4"
Purvis is on the bench. Yeah, this one's tipped by Tallheim, picked up by Colton Bailey, now up to Loya. Loya is going to open it up, and he's going to open up his scoring tonight. He's into the scoring column with his first bucket. Double bounce pass over here to Atkinson. Now to Shim. Inside to Alex. Nobody's guarding him. He'll fire. This one's going to be just short. Lane Purvis with the rebound, going to be short. Now to sides to Loya. Look out below. He does not try and dunk. This one just lays it in. Thought we were going to see some fireworks there. What do you think, Aim?
I was hoping for the fireworks at least.
Shim to fire the three. No good. His sides with the rebound. Another long pass is stolen out of there by Mackley. Foul over to Alex. Alex is going to be fouled by by sides.
Good active hands by Mackley.
Yeah, and Alex Gallego is what we decided.
Yep.
Alex Gallego to
if
the
we're
line.
wrong, we apologize, but that's what we're sticking with.
So sides first tonight, 9th on the Huskies. Nice shot in there by Alex.
And David Young is going to come in for Aldridge on this one, as well as a lot of Huskies coming in right now. Theron Cox and Drew Skimper are going to come in, and Clay Preston as well, as Coach Kevin Sides is going to rest quite a few of his players right now.
With a 35-7 lead here, 4:30 to go in the first half. He put Theron Cox back in with 3 fouls. See how long he lasts.
And Gallego makes that one too.
Gallego 2 for 2 from the line.
Mac Purvis is going to come in for Gallego after making that shot.
Look at it as they give him try. You didn't have it on there.
I did.
The teammates giving him a whole lot of praise over there on the bench. Coach Summers said he's a foreign exchange student. Been great to have on the team this year. Inside to Drew Skimper, tries to go up and over Mac, and he is completely denied. Mac Purvis blocks that one out of there. Shot there by Mackley. Splash. What a shot. If he can get going, that's what Weskan needs.
Well, they need someone to get going.
Sides turns it over, and Mackley's going to be open for another layup, and he puts it in.
And just like that.
Just like that, Mackley's got 6 here quick at the end of this quarter.
Yeah, he seems like a guy that can really create. We've got a travel call on Eric Loya here. I think he kind of just started to take off with it before the ball hit the ground, and ref didn't like it.
It's one of those where it looks bad. Not sure it is, but it certainly looks bad, and you're going to get the call every time.
Yeah. It's not really one that you can argue over.
No, you can't. Mac feeling a little more confident, goes right at Skimper. This one's going to be no good. Clay Preston's going to run the point here for the Huskies.
Bailey Sides look for someone
inside to Drew Skimper, tries to fade away from Mac this time and gets it with the left hand and
good
scores.
Move by Drew Skimper there with good body position deep in the paint there.
Shim trying to work through Loya. Getting it to Mackley, the hot hand. Can't let him shoot. They do. This one's going to be short. Drew Skimper controls the rebound now to Preston. Northern Valley's running a lot of guys on the floor. As Preston into the corner now, back inside to Drew Skimper as he kicks it back out and around Bailey Sides. Feeling comfortable. This one's going to be no good. Clay Preston with a nice pump fake. Is he going to get a second rebound attempt here? Pass. Nice work by Northern Valley, finding the open shooter.
Yeah, they're all confident in their shooters from outside. If you give them that much space, they're going to probably make you pay.
I have to comment, those two boys both could have shot the shot that was given to them. One passed it up for a better shot. and then Bailey Sides took it right back to him and gave him a better one. It's going to be a high-flying one right here as Loya gets it in and scores. Loya is scoring in waves here and has in this quarter. He's got 9 in this quarter. Inside to Mack, working against the freshman Skimper, and goes up and around and scores. Smart play by Loya, but he kind of got him a little bit. That's Shim who took the brunt of that one. Loya jumped to save it. I don't know if you caught it on your camera angle or not. It's happened right.
I caught the ball coming back inbound. It was kind of one of those bang-bang plays, and Loya tried to save it from going out of bounds on the Huskies, tossed it at the Weskan defender, and kind of knocked the wind out of him a little bit.
It caught him where he didn't want to be caught.
Yeah, there was nothing intentional about it. He was just trying to make a quick play and get it off the purple jersey.
Yeah, Loya jumped out of bounds to try and save it. And
unfortunately for Shim, he kind of took the bad end of that one, but it's going to be Weskan's ball.
He did.
Here. He took the bad end of that one.
So 42-15. Northern Valley up big with just under 2 minutes to go here in this first half.
And Mackley's going to try to work here on Loya.
Mackley
Loya's going to get called for the foul.
Trying to keep Mackley in front of him is not something that the average guy can do.
No. And that's Loya's third foul this game, and the Huskies
11,
11,
12.
something like that. There's no shortage of fouls for him this half.
Well, I would love to look in on one of Coach Sides' practices and see how physical it was, because he's got 10 guys in there that can really go after each other, and I think that's part of the reason why Northern Valley later in this season been on this 3-game winning streak. Looks like they might get 4th here tonight. Is coming at it, and it's in the practice gym, and the players really going after it as the second one is made in there. Sides is open for a 3. He nails it. Yeah, Bailey Sides with his third 3 of the first half.
And like you said, though, these boys are the start of the season was kind of tough for them, starting 0-7, and it'd be easy to hang your head on that, but they knew they were a better team than that, and they've come out here with a 3-game winning streak and are looking to try to make it 4, like you said, and are becoming one of the more scary teams to probably play in the Western Kansas League right now, as they're kind of firing on all cylinders this time of the year.
That was quickly up to Brands, and he capitalized on the right-hander on the left side. It was a good position.
Purvis tries to get his own rebound.
Mack would have tossed it. Now this one's controlled by Cox. Sides is finding open players all over the place, and this one goes just short for Tallheim, but Northern Valley just on fire.
Yeah, and Purvis came down kind of awkward on his back there and was a little slow to get back. And looks like he's okay, though, kind of trotting it off now. It just took a little bit.
Tallheim kind of too tight, too hard on that pass, trying to get it into Cox on the interior. Northern Valley will control on the inbounds as Drew Skimper back into the game. Theron Cox will sit, trying not to get that 4th foul. He did it.
Yeah.
And Hansen's open for this 3. Going to be no good. Drew Skimper with the rebound. Shot short. Tallheim with another one. And Hansen to fire another 3. This one goes bad. All 3 freshmen on the floor now for Northern Valley. Couldn't capitalize on that one. A couple offensive rebounds. Here's Purvis trying to go against the freshman Skimper. Goes right at him. Skimper wins this battle.
And kind of got a cheap foul there on Drew Skimper. Just kind of fell over the top of him, it looked like.
Drew's first, team's 20th. Is that a word?
Yeah, 20th. We're going to make it a word.
20th.
It's a number now.
It's sounds fun, too, coming off the lips. 20th. As Mac Purvis misses the front end of this one. Skimper back to the bench as he brought back in Cox. Mac Purvis' second one's just a bit short. Must have grazed just enough of it. Here's Sides. With 20 to go, he's going to be open for a 3. He'll fire it. He will nail it.
Yeah, he's been pretty hot from outside the arc this game.
4th 3 of the half for Sides as Mackley's going to the rim, quickly with 5 seconds left. He's going to pump fake, get this one away. It's going to be no good. Tallheim gets the rebound, and he'll be fouled in there by David Young. But 0.9 to go. We've got the entire length of the floor to see if Northern Valley can get a shot off here. Sides is going to take it out. It looks like Tallheim's going to have another opportunity possibly to throw it a long ways. He's not going to hurt his percentage on this one. And Northern Valley puts up a 50 in the first half.
That was a good first half of scoring for the Huskies
against the Weskan Coyotes. We'll be back.
Completely off the gas here, though. If they could put together a second half like their first one, they're gonna make a statement out of this game, and people are going to start taking notice of this team.
As Mackley gets this thing started, we go right into Lane Purvis. The big man's going to turn and find his brother Mac open for a 17-footer. He's going to put the one bounce on the rim and take it to the hole, up and in. As I've never seen that. Zoom in.
No,
the big man, Theron. Net foul on Theron as he's going to control the net there.
That would be a cheap foul if I ever saw one.
Well, he's going to go play volleyball next year.
Yep.
So he might get a few net fouls on him as he seals off.
They're going to get Loya for the travel.
I thought they were going to get Cox for the hold, but Loya travels and bails him out of it.
Which is probably better at the end of the day if some of them has to get a call there. You don't really want Theron picking up his fourth in the first minute at a halftime. Mac
going to pump fake, try to go around Cox. Great defense by Theron Cox.
Got stuck behind the rim there.
Theron just took the real estate away from him. Sides will push quickly. Squeezes it into Cox, and he's up and scores.
We've been saying Theron's name a lot to start this one off.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I believe this is Bailey Sides' #1 game so far this season. He's had a lot of steals early in that game, shooting the ball from extremely high percentage, making some great passes. As they give the foul to Cox, and Cox is going to go to the bench because I believe that's his fourth.
Yeah, he knows it too. That's unfortunate because he's such an athletic player, and I think if he gets time in the game, he can really get going. But those fouls, man, they've been pretty pesky for him, and he's got to ride the pine a little bit because of them.
Yeah, Coach Sides is over there chewing on his butt saying, we got to have you out on the floor because Mac just dominated in that second half or in that second quarter when he was on the bench as he capitalizes on the three-point play here. Tallheim directly inside to Colton Bailey, tries to muscle his way around, kicks it back out to Sides for three, splish!
And he comes out hot from halftime, picks up right where he left off.
Make it 5 threes in the game for Sides. Inside to Mack. They go directly against a 6-foot Colton Bailey, straight up and down, and Mack just scores over the top of him.
And like I said, at halftime, Mac Purvis could be the difference maker if Weskan is going to have anything get going. And Foster Brands gets his first 3 of the game, I believe.
Yeah, Foster did not have a 3 in that first half, but he does now.
Yeah, and he's going to get called for the travel there. Kind of got stuck in front of Colton Bailey. Good job by Colton not giving up that ground to the big Mac Purvis. As Bailey Sides takes this ball up and tries to see what the Huskies offense is going to do this time.
Man-to-man situation here for Weskan. Loya trying to get to the rim. They grind a little weave here to Tallheim. Now to Brands, who thought about it. And he's trying to go back to Loya. Now Sides, guarded tightly by Mackley. As Coach Summers is trying to really get the defensive started here, as Tallheim's going to turn it over to Mack. Mack's going to have an open opportunity for the rim. He's going to lay this one up and in.
You would have to think that maybe he could dunk it too.
I thought he was going to throw that down, but Brands kind of got into him. Brands going to fire a 3. This one's going to be short, no good. Controlled. A rebound in there by Jaden Shim as he's into the game. Into the corner to Zach Shim. Now into Purvis. Now into his brother Lane. Lane throws it around. And, wow, what a battle for the rebound.
They're still battling for the rebound right now.
Still battling for the rebound. Still battling for the rebound.
I'm not even sure who to really give it to. Do you give it to Bailey Sides on that?
Oh, and the collision in half court too, man. We need a whistle just to kind of settle the troops here. As Loya fires one up, and it goes no good. And
there's the jump ball
There's the whistle that we kind of needed. just to settle everybody down here. I love the fact that they did not blow the whistle down here. When it was clear, nobody had control. The ball kept moving.
Right. You can't really give that to anybody because it's not anyone's ball.
I love that fact that the kids get to prove who gets the ball and not the official on a quick whistle on a jump ball situation. Oh, Colton Bailey squeezes this one in.
I'd like to say good luck to the bookkeepers trying to figure all that one out, though, who they're going to give the rebounds and steals to.
Colton Bailey, his first bucket. Here's Purvis now to David Young.
And he's going to get called for the travel down
drug
low.
His pivot foot as he came to a stop.
Yeah, kind
the
of
freshman, David Young, getting into some action here. The hot hand of sides to start this one here again for Northern Valley into the weave. Tallheim pumps. Nice drop down side to Colton Bailey. The ball's on the ground again.
Good help
and
side
out
defense
comes
by
Mackley.
Purvis.
He's going to run. He's going to pull up for a three. Splash!
He's a pretty good shooter when he gets going down there.
I tell you what, somebody better step out on him.
He's got a nice quick release, and he's hard to stop.
He picks sides his pocket here, and he gets it to David Young. David Young trying to go around sides. He's going to get called for the double dribble. His sides was frustrated, and he knew he could get up in that freshman, and he got him.
Young kind of heard footsteps there a little bit, and they got to him.
60-29 now. Northern Valley up here in the third quarter. Sides into the corner. Going to work around a double screen this time. Pulls up short of the rim. And kicks it back out. Now Loya. Inside to Colton Bailey. Thought about it. Churned. Thought about it. Trying to get it out of there. Throws it away. You know, I have not seen that all season long from Colton Bailey. He's just churned and tried to score that ball.
Yeah, and it really does come down to the fact that he's worried about getting blocked down there by those two Purvises who, you know, it's justified, I suppose, because they are really long and they're going to get those blocks. But I'm telling you, if you go up into them and you go strong, you're going to get the calls.
Great play by Mac Purvis. Takes his time, puts in his ninth score here, and we're only a little over halfway through this third quarter. He's got 9 in the quarter. Skip past Aloya in the corner. He's looking for a three. This one's going to be just short. Bailey sides with a great rebound to Tallheim. Now Loya's going to have another look. Takes a dribble in. Now kicks to Brands. Brands to fire and connect from deep. Put 3 in the books for Buster Brands. His second 3 of the second half. Timeout, Coach Summers, and we'll take it with him. There in the corner. That might be the best thing that's happened to K-State basketball all season long right there. Oh, I shut you off. I didn't want to hear the bad comment about the Wildcats.
I don't have any bad comments about the Wildcats.
Well, they have not.
Their play does the bad talk for them this year.
Yeah, traveling in the corner there by Shim is Northern Valley will bring it back this direction. Yeah, the Wildcats have really struggled on the offensive side. Bailey sides.
They're a young team. We will say that.
That's
the excuse that we'll say.
Stays hot, goes up with the left hand and scores that one. Mackley into Purvis. This one's going to be knocked out of here. Loya's going to be out in front of everybody. He's going to go up and lay it in. Eric Loya. He needs to get one out there just a little bit farther than everybody else so we can see them legs really in action.
That way he's not worried about getting swept from underneath.
Yeah. Either that or we're going to have Bach back in the building. This one long from Shim. It's going to go off Tallheim, and it's going to be here with the Coyotes is Mac Purvis stuck his hand in there and grabbed it away from Tallheim. Tallheim hadn't had the best game for ball security.
No, a lot of these Weskan Coyotes have a lot of active hands. And kind of a costly mistake there.
As Mackley and Mac Purvis is kind of get twisted up, figuring out who's going where.
Yeah, an unforced turnover for the Coyotes right there.
Now they go into a 2-2-1 press into Brands. He's going to find Tallheim open for a three. This one's going to be short, controlled by Tallheim over to Sides. His Sides takes his time, finds Brands inside. Little step back jumper, good. Foster Brands with 8 in the quarter. Inside Brands with a steal. Now to Sides. Fights around one, gets it to Loya in the corner. He's going to go around one. Drop pass to Skimper. Score!
That was beautiful ball movement by the Huskies there, just breaking down the defense with quick ball movement and a really crisp passes.
Mack over here got it out front, gets it to Lane Purvis. Now the three-pointer up there by Jaden Shim's going to be missed. And Sides up front to Tallheim. Tallheim with the layup is going to be missed, but controlled by Loya, and he's going to go to the line as he was fouled there by Mac Purvis.
Yeah, Tallheim just couldn't quite get the brakes on him in time, but Eric Loya luckily there to scoop it up and help clean up his teammate. And gets fouled and gets to go to the line, see if he can get these two.
So with 38 to go.
We're going to have a pretty quick fourth quarter, I think.
Yeah. We'll
Not
be into
near as
that.
many fouls this quarter, or this half either.
We'll be into that running clock, looks like. As Northern Valley stays extremely hot on the air.
And I see Coach Kevin Sides telling the JV guys to hey, take off the warm-ups and get ready to go in, which is always fun to see.
Our JV boys, if you have not watched them, they're a pretty aggressive group themselves, averaging 42 points a game, and they only get to play half a game most nights. So Mackley's going to be open for another three. This one's going to be just short, controlled by Mac Purvis. He's going to be strong to the rim. He's going to get the foul and he'll go to the line. Couldn't make the shot, but he will get a opportunity to shoot two at the free throw line. Drew Skimper picks up this one.
Yeah, and that's only the team's second foul of the half, though. And it's only Skimper's second, I suppose. He'll probably stay in this fourth quarter and see some good playing time.
Mac's first one up and good. Max has this one's short, had a pretty big third quarter.
Mackley tries to get that offense rebound and just can't quite control it, so it's going to go out of bounds and go back to the Huskies.
So with 11 to go here, Northern Valley's trying to get a shot off here before the buzzer as they're going to run a little weave. Tallheim's left wide open on the top of the key. No good, but Skimper does not control the rebound completely, and that'll take us to the fourth quarter. Northern Valley up 72-32. Cox and Colton Bailey rounds out for them. Lane Purvis and Mackley, Jaden Shim, Zach Shim, and the last one there is Mac Purvis to round out for the Coyotes as we start here on the fourth quarter. Mackley with a great move to the rim, but no good. Controlled by Brody Preston. He's looking to bring it up forward to Clay. Clay with a nice bounce pass, stolen in there by Mac Purvis, but he's going to travel. Clay Preston to do the inbounding work here for Northern Valley as he calls out his play. Trying to go four low, trying to get the ball in here, and does to Colton Bailey. Now he's going to be open in the corner for three, just short on that one for Clay Preston, and controlled by Mac Purvis. Big Mac's got to have at least 10 boards tonight. What do you think, Aim?
Yeah, he's just been a lot more of a force in the second half, I think. I don't remember if it was foul problems or if he just was slow getting going in that first half, but it just feels like he's made his presence a lot more known in this one. Unfortunately, it was kind of too little too late in this game.
Clay Preston trying to squeeze that one in there again to Colton Bailey. Just out of his reach, goes out of bounds. As the Coyotes cross here, gets the ball to Zach Shim. Makes his way around, finds Mackley. Thought he was going to fire the three. Thought he was running out of real estate. Mack working on Theron Cox here. Theron straight up and down. Good rebound by Shim. Shim's going to drop it back for Lane Purvis. He's going to fire this one. Lane's going to get his own rebound. Now to Mackley, inside, up and in. He's going to get a opportunity to go to the free throw line as Hansen got him in the back.
Yeah, just better positioning by Mackley on that one. Led to the rebound and ultimately the foul that's going to give him a couple shots at the line.
Mackley's.
As we got Kai Cox coming in the game now, as well as Drew Skimper, so we've got a couple more of the young guys coming back in.
Malton Mackley gets the first one but does not get the second one to go. Hanson trying to break the press and does. Gets it to Skimper, and he's getting mugged.
They're going to pick up.
Could have gave it to either one of the Purvis brothers there. I don't know who he wants to give it to. Gives it to 24. Got it to Lane. So Kai Cox inbounds here to Brody Preston. Now to Jeremiah Hanson. Working around the high ball screen to Skimper. Nice pull-up jumper. Good for Jeremiah Hanson.
That's a good shot for him. He loves that corner of the paint right there at the top. It's a shot that he's becoming pretty good at, too, and it's going to become a deadly weapon as he gets older, as he's only a freshman.
Brody Preston now finds Hanson in the corner, working around the screen. He's going to pull up for another jump, and I don't know if he's going to say.
Yeah, got a little contact on the arm there from Mac Purvis.
Mac Purvis tried to get the block shot, but didn't realize that Hanson quite elevates like he does.
Yeah, he jumps like a deer. I guess sometimes you don't have to be the tallest player. You just got to jump higher than the tallest player, which is the case for Jeremiah.
So Hanson goes to the line. He'll get 2 shot opportunities here. First one, nice soft touching in.
That'll be Mac Purvis' 4th foul of the game. The team's 3rd for the half.
Hanson eyes his second one. Also good.
There's no doubt on that one.
As Zach Shim all the way into the corner. Nobody guarding Mackley. He's open for a 3. This one's going to be just long. Lane Purvis to control the rebound now. Set back with Mackley. He'll pull up for the 15-foot jumper. No good. Skimper with the defensive rebound. Nice crossover move there by Brody Preston. Kai Cox is going to get in the action. Going to go with the big guy. Going to have it swatted out of there. Mac Purvis says, you're going to have to bring it a little stronger than that, Mr. Kai Cox.
Yeah. Might be picking on the freshman or the sophomore just a little bit there.
Just a little bit as we got a few substitutions in here for the game for the Coyotes. Let's set their roster here. Ryan Colgan now in the game as Colton Bailey picks this one up and in. David Young.
Got
Aldridge and who else? Alex Gallego.
And then you got Shin.
Yep. This is Shim here. Now to Aldridge. Tries to get it back to Shim as he does control the dribbles. We're working under 2:45 to go in this one. On the Valley's defense is not step back one bit as Hanson and Skimper get their hands on that one. It'll stay here with the Coyotes.
We're pretty much watching a replay of the JV game right now in this 4th quarter.
Yeah,
giving them a little extra action at one another.
This is what it looked like.
I guess they only got to play 2 quarters, so.
Yeah, they get to split it here with the varsities. This one will be picked off by Hanson. He's going to be out in front of everybody. He's going to be up and in with the left hand. Can't wait for the next couple of years if he can get up and posterize on some of those.
Man, you are so ready for the dunk, aren't you?
I am ready to call a dunk.
So, whoever you are out there, if you can dunk, put on a jersey and get out here. Let's do it for Clint.
Yeah, that or I'm going to have to go start doing some 6A games instead of 1A games. What do you think?
I don't know. There's a lot more 1A guys that can throw down a dunk than we realize.
80-34 Northern Valley up here in the 4th quarter. Nice sneak pass into Drew Skimper. Gets fouled. Goes no call. The second one is a call as Drew's going to go back to the line.
I mean, you got to remember, Dean Wade was a 2A guy.
Yeah. He was also like 6'9". Yeah, that's not difficult. Skimper connects on this one. Skimper connects, giving him 6 on the night. With 1 minute to go here, Hanson's going to try to get another steal. Can't control it. It'll go out of bounds. Northern Valley stays extremely hot, and I don't know where they're at next. I should have looked who we play and where we play next, but beware.
I'll see if I can get it for us here.
Don't be just looking at the record in the scorebooks for the win-losses here against Northern Valley.
Yeah, you're going to get caught playing a team that that you're not really expecting. It looks like Stockton is next.
Stockton is next. How are they on the season? They're pretty good shape. They've been a pretty good team as of late. Colton Bailey now over to Kai Cox.
Looks like Stockton is 5-6 on the year right now.
Hanson looks like he's going to hold the ball, and this is going to put this game on ice. Northern Valley scores 82 points after they follow up the last game that they scored 86 points. Northern Valley is on a roll.
Yeah, they are.
We'll
They're
be
fun
back.
to watch right now.
They are extremely fun to watch. Thanks for being here with us. We'll be back to recap our stats after a quick message from our boosters.
When it comes to personal